Okay, Agent 1611 here. Thought I'd try to get one more video while I have some time off. Because of how cold it is, I was just thinking about some of the different stove options that I have available to me. So I thought we'd try something out and just test each of them how best they work in the cold. Because I know some of these definitely are not as good in the cold as they are in the normal everyday weather. So. So what I have here is a couple different stoves. I got a butane propane stove made by Gaz. I got a hexamine tablet stove. Use hexamine tablets, it's just a little tray carrier to hold the hexamine tablets while they burn, and you can sit a pot or something, a cup on top of that. This is a stove I used to use a while back. I don't use it a lot anymore. It's just a little wood burning stove. Contains the fire and you can feed it in from there, and it's got a little place on top, and it folds down and it fits in this package, so it's pretty small, but it's also pretty heavy. Whereas like something like this hexamine one is very light. Then I have the tuna can wax candle type stove. You saw me use that in the other video. And then I have something that I have not actually tried out very much yet, but that is this. I see a lot of ultralight packers using this. They'll take a cat food can or a can and just punch some holes in the lid, around the edge of the lid, and use something like this yellow heat. It's just an ethanol mix with no additives in it, and they use that as the fuel. It's kind of a cheap alternative to like a multi-fuel stove, which I think are pretty cool, but I'm too cheap to buy. So I just thought we'd give it a go and see how well they work. The temperatures right now are like near zero. It's pretty cold out here. I built a fire out here to kind of warm us up over here. So we're going to give it a test and try it out and see what happens with each one of these things, see how quickly or how efficiently we can boil a cup of water, and also consider some of the other advantages and disadvantages of each one. Alright, with my able-bodied assistant here, what I'm going to do is we're going to just take a cup of water, enough as we might want to make some coffee or make a bowl of like broth or something. Not a lot, but just to kind of see how long it's going to take to get this thing to a boil. So I know one thing about the propane-butane: it does not do well in cold weather. So let's see if we can get that lit. You can't get a Zippo lit. Alright, see, right, that's going okay, but that is really a low flame for it. Normally it's roaring. Okay, go ahead and put the
it's not all the way up.
Put it all the way up and put the fire right on it. Yeah, see that the cold on the butane. This is not a real. Put it right on top. Not a real good thing. I think I'm not going to even follow through this because I think you can see how there's really no strong flame. Here, go ahead and take it off for a second. Okay, we do have a flame there, so maybe once it gets going a little bit, it'll go ahead and put the water back on. Maybe once it gets going a little bit, it'll get warmer. But we're gonna let this sit, and we're gonna time this, and we'll see if how long it takes to get to a boil. You might be asking yourself, why aren't we boiling the water on the fire? And the answer to that is because we're doing a camp stove video, not a boiling water video. Okay, this is my Christmas present from my son. It's a emergency food ration bar, 2,400 calories, 5-year shelf life for, let's see, contains 6 bars. They're kind of quasi-divided. I opened it up just now, because we want to see what it looks like. It looks like a big hunk of, I don't know what, like a horse would eat. I'm gonna try to cut this without killing myself. Ah, okay, which is exactly why I wanted to be careful. Ah, there we go. Smaller piece. I'm pretty sure they don't want to see a picture of my stomach.
Ouch, my eyeball.
Ah, hell,
It actually doesn't taste bad. It's as hard as a brick.
it tastes like eating
Flour.
something that was meant to be cooked. Okay, not bad. No, it actually does taste pretty good though. All right, this has been like almost half an hour, and I'm tired of waiting. It still hasn't boiled yet, which is really annoying, and I'm just wasting my gas. And this stuff is really hard to get because it doesn't sell it. They don't sell it in the United States anymore. So, Survivor Boy over here is just gonna make some hot chocolate. So we'll give him some hot chocolate, and we'll go on to the next test. That was I know that the propane-butane stuff doesn't work really well in the cold. Anyways, I knew that. I was well aware of that. So you're gonna cool it down by leaving it on the snow like that, though, bud. All right, so we're just gonna shut this off and go on to the next one.
Oh, I don't even have my stir.